Hi everyone, this is I'm just going to do a quick dish using venison loin for one of the deer that I shot on the last trip over to Victoria. So this is quite a simple recipe. I'm using about 1 kilo of venison loin, olive oil, and then seasoning it with some juniper berries, some ground black pepper, and some thyme. And then I'm going to use beef stew, and I'm going to heat that up and boil that up with a cinnamon quill in it. Mix a bit of butter in with it, and then use that as a bit of a sauce over top of it. And then I'm just going to use as a side dish just a couple of greens, some green beans, and some asparagus. So I've just trimmed it up a bit, taken some of that like silvery kind of silver skin off it, just to sort of tidy it up a bit. End up with a nice loin, beautiful meat. No fat in it, completely free range, as you'd say. And then all I'm going to do now is start seasoning it. Okay, so I'm just going to use some olive oil, just an extra virgin olive oil. Pour that all over and just sort of rub it down a bit. Rub it all into the meat on both sides. Rub it all in, coat it all up. Juniper berries, they're dried juniper berries. So use about a teaspoon of those, just chuck them into the water and then just grind them down. And this will add quite a tarty flavour to it. Juniper berries, I think, are actually one of the key ingredients in making gin. So it's quite a tarty taste. Grab the juniper berries and just rub them all in as well. Try and get a nice even coat over it. Okay, once we put the juniper berries on, I'm just going to get a few sprigs of thyme and just sort of rub them all in as well. Get off all the stems and stalks as much as you can, and just again do it on both sides. About 1/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper. Pat it all in. So then once we've got the loin all done, all seasoned up, we'll just put it in some cling wrap, just seal up, and we'll just leave that sit just at room temperature for about an hour. Chopping up some potatoes that I'm just going to boil up for the mash. So when I do potatoes, I just everyone's got their own way of doing it. I just like to add a little bit of onion powder into it. This might be a good time to add. While we were out in the bush, we tried our utmost to keep the venison as cool as possible. It's not always easy when you don't have fridges that can hold that volume of meat. So we actually wrapped the meat up in garbage bags and then dumped it in the river, and the water temperature up there is no different to what the temperature is in your normal refrigerator at home anyway. We were fortunate enough that we pre-arranged to be able to take the meat out a little place up near Albury, Wodonga, and put them in some fridges up there. So that certainly helped to keep the meat fresh for the rest of the time that we were in the bush. So yeah, that's critical to making sure that you can come home with some meat. You go to all that effort, expense and time to go out and hunt for it, and when you do are fortunate enough to be able to bring something home, you want to make sure it's in the best condition that you can. It's really important to make sure that you look after that meat for anyone that is a hunter out there, so that you can reap the rewards for it when you get home and share it with family and friends. So I'm just chopping up some thyme now as well. We'll just put it off to the side and use it later on when we're about to chuck it into the jus. We'll probably do that just while the meat's resting. It's actually a red wine jus, just in a packet, nice and easy. I'm all about easy. I'm not much of a chef. I'd rather spend more time eating than cooking. Okay, so we're just going to start getting the venison ready now. It's been sitting for about an hour. You're just going to boil up some nice baby carrots and some green beans, and then the asparagus I'm going to fry up. I'm going to coat it in olive oil and fry up in the frying pan, which doesn't take too long at all. What I'm going to do with the venison is chop the loin up into medallions. 4 of us here tonight that I'm feeding, so I'm going to chop it up so there's enough for 2 pieces each, so 2 medallions each. So when they're chopped up, just nice little medallions. Heat up a pan on a sort of medium to high heat, and then we'll cook venison for about 4 minutes each side. Okay, we're just going to start chucking these on. About 4 minutes each side. Okay, just about 4 minutes now, so we'll just turn them over. They're looking really good. We'll get the jus ready. So this is just a stock merchant red wine jus. And once it's boiled, add in some of that thyme that I chopped up earlier. And then I'll also, what I'm going to do is add in a cinnamon quill. Okay, venison's done now, so we're just going to take it off the hot plate and just let it sit for a little while we do the jus. And I'm going to cover it up just with a bit of alcohol to keep it warm. So the jus has started to boil up now, so we're just going to start dropping some cubes of butter into that. We'll sort of add to the creaminess of it all. So I've got about 25 grams of butter. I'm just going to sort of whisk in. So I'm just going to remove the cinnamon quill now. Just stir in about a teaspoon of the chopped thyme that we did earlier on. Okay, the jus done. So I'll put the lid back on that and set that aside. There we have it. Some nice baby carrots, asparagus beans, potato mash, venison, and with a red wine jus. There we are. So if you want to try and match a wine with this meal, I've picked a Central Otago. It's from South Island, New Zealand, a Pinot Noir. Goes really good with venison. Any Pinot would go good with venison pretty much, but this is from Central Otago. Prep time is about 10 minutes. The meat takes 4 minutes either side to cook, and yeah, that's about it. It's all up. I think I've been in the kitchen here for about 40 odd minutes now, so I'm going to go and enjoy it. Thanks for watching, hope you like it. If it's any good, I'll put a few more up.